Let us assume that we do not know what knowledge is available, and let's start by exploring that knowledge. The idea behind FREyA is that you, as a user, need not to learn any language, but should be free to use any question in English that sounds natural. FREyA will then attempt to translate the question or its fragment into the formal language query and return the answer. But in case of any ambiguities or failures to find the answer automatically, it will generate a dialog. So let's ask FREyA exactly that. What knowledge is available? We can see that FREyA generated a dialog where it concluded that we are asking about knowledge, but it could not map it automatically to any existing concept in the ontology, as it is not capable of linking knowledge with any of the ontology lexicalizations. In this case, it lists the generic concepts and properties, expecting from the user to select one or several of them. If we now browse through the list of suggestions offered by FREyA, we can get the idea of what concepts exist out there. Obviously, we do not really want to map knowledge to any suggested concept, although, if we wish, we could. Let's assume that we select that knowledge refers to states. The system generates another dialog asking us to map available to some of the options. On this occasion, one possibility is to choose the last available option, which is none. None means, well, I did not really want to map word available to anything. I was just trying to figure out what knowledge exists in your database. After we click None, the system proceeds to generating the Sparkle query with only one selected concept, state. The result is shown in the form of a graph, where in the center we see the state, and in the first circle we see the names of the states. On the right-hand side, we also see the result, but in the form of a list. By now, you get the idea on how FREyA works. It makes some assumptions based on the grammar in the query, and it tries to guess what is the focus of the question, what the question is asking about. These assumptions are not tied to the specific syntax, although the grammatically correct questions are encouraged. FREyA assists the user to find the answer to his question without requiring any previous learning. This is because the supported language is not precisely defined, although there are some rules that, if followed, might help the user familiarize with the system more quickly. You will learn about these by the end of this demo.